Hello students, this is Ejaz. I am assistant professor higher education J&K. In this video lecture I would like to talk about the role of ICT in education and career opportunities in IT. ICT is an extension term for information technology that combines unified communications and telecommunications and computers as well as necessary hardware, software, a middleware to allow users to collect, to retrieve, and to disseminate information. As we are living in an information age, information plays a very crucial role in our life, and the basic focus of ICT is to store this information, to retrieve this information, to disseminate this information. For example, if a particular student or if a particular teacher is learning or teaching certain topic which is outdated, which has no relevance in current times, that information given or that information taken will be of no use to teacher as well as student. ICT has fundamentally changed our practices and procedures, the way we do our business and governance. Like all other fields, ICT has begun to show its presence in the education sector, but its impact has not been as impressive as it has been in other fields. Education is an engine for development of any society, responsible for development of human capital. Now this ICT has brought a fundamental shift the way teaching learning process used to be in traditional times in physical classrooms to the way it's being operated today. In traditional classrooms, the limit of the classroom was limited by the physical boundaries. Teaching learning process was more centered towards teacher who used to deliver the lecture, and students were totally totally dependent on teachers for access to information. But ICT has fundamentally has brought a total shift the way this process operates. In traditional classrooms, the interaction was most of the times one way. But with the use of ICT, students have become more knowledgeable. Students have access to a vast amount of information, to a vast amount of resources. ICT provides education at doorsteps to every student, but the primary requisite for accessing these resources is to have a device to connect. By using ICT, teachers have become more collaborative, more competitive, and futuristic, and have extended the scope of teaching learning beyond the traditional physical classrooms. With the use of ICT, students have become dynamic learners. The student teacher interaction has increased. For example, we have a ICT device known as online webboard, which can be shared by both teacher as well as user. In traditional classroom, a student may feel shy in asking the question, or he may have some factor that will restrict him having more interaction with his teacher. But at the same time, in case of online web board, both student and teachers can use the same board. Student can post a query which teacher can respond, or the teacher can respond in according with the nature of the query. ICT is an important tool for delivering content in case of situations like war, pandemics like current COVID-19, or any other natural catastrophe. Thus, ICT has an important role and will enhance the teaching learning process in future, as there is a A famous quote that sharing is caring. ICT enables us to share the content with the remotest areas. Students have access to the world-class lectures, world-class teachers of the world-class institutions. Regarding the career opportunities in information technology, if you have the proper skills, you can be a application developer, software developer, web developer, network security engineer, and there are so many of jobs like IT administrator, database administrator, provided you have right skills, you have learned the right skills. Thank you.